Top of the morning to you laddies. Is that our intro?
Yeah, that's about right, actually. Hang on, we better... That's how much time we got till 2K comes to shut our butts down.
Top of the morning to you, Alex Jones. Today we got a question in from the local hairiest boy on Twitter. Give him a follow. And he asked, what was the exact question? Thoughts on Red Dead trailer
or something?
Now, first of all, let me tell you this. It ain't no trailer. It's a gameplay debut reveal.
Trailer.
So let's get that nailed into the coffin right now. Alex, what are your thoughts?
We're good.
Very good.
I thought it looked really good. Right, thank you for watching. That's our thoughts on...
You've seen it, 7 times?
Yeah, how many times have you watched it? I think I've watched it 3 or 4 now.
I want to say 6. 6 times?
I've seen it once on my own accord.
You know, I don't know if you guys ever have this, but it's a trailer that just keeps on giving.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Mm-hmm. And every time you watch it...
You focus on a new detail.
Because you've seen
one bit of a frame.
Yeah.
You can look over here now.
Exactly.
Over there.
And every time, 6 times, I've seen it.
There are like 9 whole quadrants you can look at. So you can watch it 9 times in different quadrants.
So 9 times how many shots are in the trailer. That's how many times you can... Look, I'm getting replayability from the trailer, let alone the fucking game. So, I mean...
Well, you know at the end they teased, like, there's another one coming.
We're going to show activities. We're going to go fishing, Jim. We're going to do so much fishing. Oh, yeah.
I might just not watch that one.
That's a good idea. I don't know if I can
It's a good idea, but...
To be honest, I kind of wish I didn't watch this one.
Why?
Because, like, from that first teaser, I was like, yeah, I'm going to buy it and play it. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't need to see anymore.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a game I keep not watching.
What I appreciate about it, though, is that unlike so many games coming out recently, it actually tells you stuff about the game.
Well, they've got they've got a confidence to it. It's not shit, guys. We haven't got much to share.
Like,
so
take Fallout 76 for example. Mm-hmm. What even is that game?
You just walk around.
Like you're in co-op and you build stuff.
Well, yesterday you put on the
No Man's Sky. Another just 2 games. You were in co-op and you build stuff.
Mm-hmm. You put on the Rage 2 demo thing.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
It was just copying the style of marketing.
Well, since GTA 5, loads of companies have started advertising like that.
I suppose the game looks fun or whatever, but there was no sort of cohesion to the style of the marketing.
Every section of this trailer has a wow factor.
Yeah.
And this game looks like they've really stepped up the gameplay. Mm-hmm. Like, it looks significantly more fun.
Looking at is just how fucking good the animations are. Mm-hmm. I'm not even talking like exaggerated reloads. I just mean movements. Just there's a bit, the crocodile snaps at the horse and it does little side steps the horse is doing. I'd never really been up close to a horse properly until very, very recently, and I led a horse along. That was cool. Horses are fucking neat.
Horses are cool. I like horses a lot.
I used to think they were horrible, but now I think they're cool. And fuck me, Red Dead's horses are legit. Oh, you motherfucker, there's a fly in here now.
I mean, they were impressive in the first one. But they just have gone even deeper. The stuff about bonding with your horse. Mm-hmm. And a problem with a lot of Rockstar games is the controlling of your character. Because they go for the realism of appearance over the quality of control.
So you take a step with each.
Yeah. And when you turn, you don't just whoop. Mm-hmm. Your character slowly turns. And I mean, the problem with that is that getting through a doorway in Red Dead 1 can be a fucking
challenge. Yeah, because you keep going around in little circles, but they're just too big to squeeze through the door. Yeah. But
what it looks like from that bit towards the end, they showed the horse sort of doing a twirl and then running up the hill. Yeah. It looks like
that was awesome.
It looks like the animations have been cohesively worked done with the controls, so that the animations still look correct, but the controls are also responsive.
Tighter, yeah.
Which could be a massive drawback if it isn't like that. But
hopefully they just build the game around it, though.
Yeah.
Flyers come in just as we started, man.
To me, though, the most exciting thing is the music.
Yeah,
the music is
especially towards the end. It really gets fucking swanging.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully, there's a track as good as Trigonometry in it.
Trigonometry. There's another one, Deadman's Gun. That's the wrong song, but
that's just an actual song.
Yeah. There's something else I can't think of. The Outlaws Return. That's the track I was thinking of. Yeah.
Is it the same team returning to do the music? Or?
Yeah, I think
it will be, because they did GTA 5 as well. So Billy
I'm
and
pretty
Woody
sure it
Jackson.
is them.
Is it Billy and Woody Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're bound to come back. There was something I wanted to say. You carry on. I'm going to sit out for a second to think.
Continuing on the gameplay side of things, they showed quite a bit of like shooting.
Oh yeah, the horses have balls. The actual testicles, the male horses.
I'm pretty sure they did in Red Dead 1.
Did they?
Yeah.
You can really see them, like, pronounced.
That's important.
Yeah.
But the shooting, I mean, like, in GTA 5, as much as I like that game, the shooting is quite...
It's still quite stiff and nothingy. There's nothing engaging particularly about it.
Yeah.
Hold LT, push up a bit, pull right trigger.
But the whole cover system is kind of annoying. But the way they've sort of gone around it, the interactivity with all the characters and stuff.
Sorry about that. Sorry everyone for the audio then. What?
You know, they've shown with the NPCs you can like talk to all of them.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, not dialogue tree, but options.
Yeah.
But for every single
person
in
it's making
the
me
game.
think of something else. Well, it's like in games like Wolfenstein, after like a main mission, go and talk to everybody because they'll probably have something new to say to you.
Yeah, but instead of it being just one button, you choose how to
respond to people.
Respond to these characters, and I think
that's cool.
There's so
potentially
much depth.
that
There's so
could
much
be
depth. Like it looks like a real, like not an RPG, like a role playing game where you level up and shit. It looks like you just role play as a
Well,
cowboy.
yeah, it is like a proper role playing game. You know, where you play the role, and he acts how you want him to. So you can be like a passive sort of, not interested in anyone but yourself, or you can be an aggro son of a bitch.
Can I be devil's advocate and share two of my concerns about the game?
Yeah.
The first one I mentioned to you already, of it being a prequel, of course, and the woman in the trailers, like, this is what the game's about, and then I'm sat there thinking, well, that's exactly what the first game was about as well. The end of the Wild West.
I remember thinking the same thing upon the second trailer when they actually revealed like the time frame and stuff.
It just seems weird because it's like it's going to be about a gang of cowboys, like, you know, on the run anyway. Like that, surely that's enough. And you can fit loads of other different themes that don't have to be the end of the Wild West, because Red Dead already did that.
Yeah,
it's hard to know without actually playing.
I think a big aspect of it is them wanting to have John Marston in it, like to draw in the old fans, as well as telling their own separate story.
Well, it's an easy way to just connect them, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's an easy way to tie.
But they're connected anyway because it's the same group.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's just an easy way to have it.
I just don't know why that specifically has to even be mentioned, really. Because it's like long before.
It's quite a while.
It's not like long though.
Isn't it like 10 years or something? No, sure, like a decade. When is it?
It must be a while.
It's still 1890.
It's 15 years or something.
Yeah.
See, to me, that's quite a huge
1911,
jump.
isn't it?
It is a jump, but I mean, think about when, like, how long it would take for an era to end.
Yeah, because
but that's what I mean.
The West didn't start and end overnight.
But that's what I mean. Like, Red Dead is about it actually ending. What is that interesting about the start of it ending?
I mean,
I'm just curious how it's going to tie into like the characters and story.
Yeah,
because to me it's like the story sounds interesting enough anyway. Like, I don't know why that even has to be mentioned, but
I mean, for all we know, it might literally go all the way up to 1911, because I don't even know what part of, because the West is big. It's not like the West is this tiny corner of America. It's not like it was this, because, you know, Red Dead 1's map is big, but it's
from what they've shown in trailers, like your parts of the old map are in this game. Blackwater.
Oh, I didn't know.
That's straight up in the game.
Is the main guy from 2 mentioned in 1 at all? Ever?
No, I don't think so.
You just mentioned the gang, just Dutch's gang.
So presumably he dies or something.
Presumably, but I mean, we can't know that.
Yeah,
I do understand that gripe though, but it's the kind of thing that
you can't.
I have a feeling like it might not even be an important part of the game at all.
Well, I think my theory behind it is that it's just the setting,
backdrop.
Yeah. Like it's the setting, but not the theme or the story.
Yeah, maybe that's where I'm getting hung up on it.
Yeah,
'cause to me it just seemed weird. And my other one would be they mentioned briefly in terms of gameplay, you have like a camp or something, and you have to like do tasks for the camp.
I was thinking the same thing.
I have a couple worries about that. If they like force you to do,
you're not
kind
forced.
They've
already
busy
confirmed
work.
that stuff is completely optional.
So I'm more inclined to do it when I don't fucking have to. When it's like a Far Cry 3 or 4 level chore or something. It's like, go do this.
I was having visions of Fallout 4 with all that like base building stuff.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't look at all like that.
I mean, in terms of like they grind the campaign to a halt and force you to learn this new like.
I'm sure there'll be. They might even just be side missions, but. What they normally do in games with this sort of thing is that they'll just at the beginning, in the first few missions, they'll introduce it, and then it's completely up to you whether you do it or not, like throughout the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they do in GTA 5. Because people hate the towing missions. You don't have to do it. You do it once.
Yeah.
Just to show you.
That's not even story. That's
just a thing. Yeah.
That's completely optional.
But they give it to you early on, so you're sort of like, I may as well try it out, see whatever this is.
The thing is, I just want to put as much time into this world as possible. And if it just means like hunting a deer every hour or so.
Yeah, I don't mind doing that. Because it'll take you to different areas when you do it.
Yeah.
You're not just going to be in the same forest, because the camp moves around, so I guess it keeps it inherently fresher than just...
That was something that like kind of surprised me.
Yeah.
That your base is somewhere that...
You have to just run into.
Yeah. It sounds like you move through the map, or your gang moves through the map throughout the game, like slowly trying to avoid the government.
It makes sense that it moves. Makes it slightly more dynamic, doesn't it?
It sounds like a cooler way of doing the way Rockstar used to do maps, where it was like segments sectioned off.
You had to do story milestones, to complete story milestones, to go over the bridge or whatever.
Like that Mexico bit in the original Red Dead,
which was a great moment, but like. In GTA 4, it just kind of sucked.
Yeah, I remember in Vice City and San Andreas.
Yeah, I remember like not even noticing that I've gone to a different island because it doesn't make a thing of it at all. And and you want to go to those places immediately, but you're stuck in like the shithole at the start. So I think it's a cool way of having like your base being the place that you probably want to stay around, but you can.
Something else I didn't like about just the old way of doing things was that the first area was always just this shitty, limited, boring area. Always remember that being the case. There were no skyscrapers or anything like that in the case of San Andreas or GTA 4, and it was always just a particularly horrid environment.
Yeah.
And I suppose it's like I understand from a perspective that it totally makes sense to do that, but I just remember it being a little bit too fucking long. Being there.
Red Dead have had a few of those kind of problems, like the quality of life things, and forcing you to do those like herding missions. Yeah, I thought those were really lame. There were just a couple of things in Red Dead I found kind of.
The herding, if you do all of them, it gets more interesting towards the end of it. Yeah, and you get a good fucking horse out of it, and it's like I enjoy it. By the end of it, I'm like, that was okay. That was an okay time. But you wouldn't want to do it multiple playthroughs. God no.
No, that's always the part that's playing through it again.
That's the Rockstar problem. It's like, great, so this mission was cool the first time, good dialogue, whatever. Like GTA 5 and the fucking shipping containers.
That mission is particularly bad.
Yeah. The first time, it's like, okay, fine, I can tolerate this because it's our first time doing it, fine. Yeah. But it like stops you on the next playthrough, just like, I don't want to do this ever again, actually.
What do you think the one thing about the game you're most excited for is then? If you had to just name one.
Just the world.
Yeah.
It looks fucking gorgeous. And
so you mean the map and how it looks? Or?
I mean just like exploring.
Yeah. Same thing for me, riding my horse around. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Just like existing in this world that's like beyond
Riding
you.
my horse around, finding little things.
Role playing.
Bigfoot is gonna be in it and you just know it. They're gonna do a Bigfoot thing. And maybe this time they'll actually do some single-player DLC, unlike GTA 5 that didn't get any at all.
That's a whole nother subject.
Yeah.
What about you, Alex?
What are you most excited
Mine's story and characters, probably.
Very similar.
God, the animations and stuff and character detail.
Fires up and all that shit.
It's fucking unbelievable.
Isn't it you like the way the sheriff really slowly gets his rifle off his back or whatever?
It's just like
there's something really careful about it.
Every animation that they've shown in the trailer at least is just got such detail, and it looks like a real world.
There's a bit
it's actually coming out.
There's a bit that in the trailer I particularly like. You're sprinting forwards at night and you shoot some people, like bang, bang, and you get out your other gun and shoot someone else. I like the way the weapon switching is not this. Well, it's like Max Payne. They've taken the best bits of all their things they've done in the past few years and just clapped it together. Well, not clapped it together. They've finally stitched it together.
Slammed it together.
Yeah. Instead of it being, go through the weapon wheel and then you get the thing out, and it takes you out of it for a minute. Yeah. I understand games are games, but it is nice to have this. You take your pistol and you take a rifle or whatever.
Well, they simplified that then. So they said something about keeping your weapons on your horse now or something.
I guess you take 2 with you or 3. You can take. It looks like you can take one rifle on your shoulder and one in your hand, and then your pistol.
Because
on your side.
there's a part where he's walking with a rifle on his shoulder. He's holding a double-barrel shotgun and a pistol. I don't know how you could switch between those.
I suppose you put one on the shoulder, take the other one off the shoulder, because your pistol's always on your side anyway. So that always makes sense. 2 rifles, 2 long weapons, and a pistol.
Yeah, I think that has a better UI too. I don't really like Rockstar UIs. I find them kind of antiquated.
I find the way they teach you things not very good at all. It's just a box that appears in the corner for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Once it's gone, you never see it again. But I mean, I think it's fair to say we're all quite excited.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I haven't pre-ordered it yet.
Do you think you will pre-order it? Because when was the last time you pre-ordered a game?
I'll just pre-order it so I can have it downloaded
Final
before.
Fantasy 12. Yeah. Final Fantasy 12. That was the last game you pre-ordered, probably, wasn't it?
Probably, yeah. But I already played that game, so it doesn't even count. I already know everything about it.
Before that, what would it be? Like Halo 5?
Yeah, maybe.
It might have been Halo 5.
That's
everything else I've just bought after the fact for like half the price on disc. And then I just normally sell them anyway. Well, actually, no, I did pre-order Destiny 2.
Different reasons.
Yeah, it doesn't count again.
Yeah.
And I sold it afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, you bought it, yeah.
Well, I think that's all of our opinions on the trailer there.
Now cue a snippet of the trailer. Nice.
Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night.
No, it's over.